what was your part with in other scandals, like, I mean, the revelations about Lori and Thompson, for example?
I had very little role in that. The Lori Ann Thompson case was something I did not know about until August 1st of 2017, the day after the lawsuit was filed. Someone had informed me that this lawsuit was on the record, and so I reviewed it. And but I did not have any role in advising the Thompsons. I wasn't their lawyer. I was simply, I believe I was the first one to report the lawsuit. And then I began commenting on it. I evaluated Ravi's legal document and found that it seemed to be very questionable. I thought it contained false statements, things that seemed very unlikely to be true. And the worst thing about his lawsuit is that it was a vicious attack on a Christian couple. Ravi basically accused the Christian couple of trying to get the woman to be sexual with him so that they could blackmail him for lots of money. And that was all not true. And it was quite clear from his own lawsuit that his story was probably not true. So I had a role as a commentator, but I wasn't involved as a lawyer on the Lori Ann Thompson issue.
Did she contact you at any more time?
I made it a point not to have any phone contact or verbal contact with her during the course of the lawsuit. We only communicated briefly by email and text because I wanted there to be a record of it. Because I knew that Ravi would accuse me of working with her, which he did accuse me of. But I didn't want there to be any question that I was encouraging her or that I was helping her in any way. So everything was just on the record with writing. But I've since had a few phone calls with her and a lot of email contact, and we text, and we're friends on Twitter. So we do have a friendly relationship now. But during the lawsuit, I couldn't have called us. We didn't have much of a relationship at all.
Did you look into the massage therapists? Did you have any contacts with the massage therapists?
This is very interesting because Ravi died in the middle of May, and I thought my work is over. I will now stop. I don't have anything more to do on Ravi issues. So I was preparing to write an article summarizing my work and my thoughts on Ravi. And one day on May 20th, I was contacted by a woman who said Ravi owned spas in Georgia and he sexually abused women. She said Ravi owned spas and he was a sexual pervert. Those were her exact words. Ravi was a sexual pervert. And I was shocked because I didn't think he would go so far as to actually own a massage business. I'd heard that he was sexual with women in Asia. I'd heard a lot of things that I believed, but I didn't think he would be a massage owner. So I looked into it and I began to believe that her story was true. And I was able to speak to Ravi's business partner, an Indian man who emigrated to the United States many years ago, a gentleman by the name of Anurag Sharma. I understand there's an Indian actor named Anurag Sharma also, but this is a different guy. And Mr. Sharma, I spoke to him at length on the telephone, and he confirmed to me that yes, Ravi Zacharias had owned massage spas in Georgia, just outside of Atlanta, and that he had mistreated the women. And then I spoke to one other woman who worked in the spas, and she told me what Ravi had done sexually with her in the spa during the treatment. So I had two witnesses plus Ravi's business partner, and then in September I felt I had enough evidence, and so I published a video on it. And after that video came out, the story exploded, and it's now all over the world press. international press and all over the internet. And there's some reporters who are much more able than I, who are doing very good investigative work and finding a lot of things that I did not find. More women, um, uh, human trafficking possibly, and financial misuse. Ravi was using his ministry's money to pay these women, at least in one case. So a lot of stuff is coming out, and it's really just the tip of the iceberg right now. We don't know what the full extent was of his misconduct, but it looks like it wasn't just sexual, it wasn't just his credentials, it was financial, and there may be an element of him um, filing false visa applications with the U.S. immigration authorities to bring women from Asia to work in his massage spas in the United States. That's a potential story that I don't have a lot of evidence on, but as an immigration lawyer, I think it looks quite likely that he did that. And I'm hoping someone else takes that story and investigates it.